JJ Redick made some comments also about Bird. He said he isn't a top 5 shooter, and he also didn't have the physicality that you have today, and you responded to that.
He's stupid. I mean, it's a stupid comment because Larry Bird played in the most physical era ever. He's 6'10", almost 6'11", and he was physical himself. To say that he wouldn't be able to play in this league because this league too physical, like, what league you watching? Physicality is gone. It's not like it was back then. And it's nobody's fault. It's just times change. And for J.J. Redick to say stuff like this, the most idiotic thing I've ever heard. And for me, I'm like this, like you guys speak your opinion, I'm going to speak my opinion. And I think it's very stupid and selfish of you to even make a comment like that. It's crazy. And if you throw enough crap on the wall, a lot of it going to stick.
I mean, do you think it's the white boy thing? You think that just him being white, he doesn't get the respect?
I don't care what color he is. He can be blue. That's a bad man, period. Larry Bird. I tell you what, you ask any guy who played against him, I mean, guys with their right frame of mind, they're going to tell you something totally different than what some of these guys, trying to get their likes and and trying to get their social media likes up and all that stuff. That's all it's about. Because if you knew the game from the inside out, and as a player, you would never say nothing stupid as that.
So you heard what Dominique Wilkins had to say. He was basically saying that those comments were essentially stupid. Essentially stupid. And to be quite honest with you, at the time JJ Redick said that, a lot of us were floored. We're talking about a 9-time All-Star, he's been on 7 all-time All-NBA player, scoring champion in 1986, 2-time slam dunk contest winner who was going against Michael Jordan, by the way, and also a top 75 guy, one of the greatest athletes to ever play in the NBA and arguably the best in-game dunker ever. It's either him, Vince Carter, and then there's everybody else. And of course you have Dr. J and all of that, but Dominique Wilkins was, you have Sean Kemp and all of these guys, but Dominique Wilkins was absolutely incredible. So we're not talking about just any old body here or somebody that's way more accomplished, for example, than JJ Redick in his own field, right? So we're talking about a serious voice here. For him to say that what JJ Redick said was stupid, I think was 100% on the money. It was 100% on the money, and I'll tell you why. First of all, it is quite obvious. It is quite obvious that the era, the 80s and the 90s, the era in which Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, and all of these guys played in was obviously the more physical era. This is not even up for discussion. Players get hard fouled. You could hand check guys. You can knock them out of the air, and guys will get into a fight. Both of them will get fouls and continue on with the game. Technical fouls and then continue on with the game. You can't even think about throwing a punch at somebody in the NBA today without being thrown out of the game. The physicality is not even questionable. You can't even compare. So for JJ Redick to say that was confounding. For him to, it's like you're spitting in the face of NBA fans and telling them it's raining. It's a joke. I even remember the audio of when Kobe Bryant sat down and was talking to Floyd Mayweather. And he was saying to Floyd Mayweather that in this current NBA, you can't even touch these mofos. For those of you guys who don't believe that, we're going to quickly play what Kobe had to say to Floyd Mayweather about the lack of physicality in this game today. And then we're going to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to Kobe here.
But I thought a protein just went over there and played another protein.
Yeah, but they still be playing some weird-ass teams, right?
But over there, the rules kind of different. But listen, over there, the rules kind of different. I think when the ball be like on the rim, you can like...
You knock it off.
Okay, that's what I thought.
That's what Europe. That's why, you know what, though? They let you play over there, too.
Yeah, you gotta really get fouled.
Yeah, they let you play.
You really gotta get fouled.
You know, out here, they change the rules up. Shit, you can't even touch them.
Right.
Don't touch them. It's crazy. You know?
So you still traveling with him?
Yeah, got to.
So you heard what Kobe Bryant, that's Kobe Bryant. That's Kobe Bryant we're talking about here, right? So even Kobe said that. So for him to say that was laughable. Today's game is so much more softer. It's not even funny. If you factor in load management, if you factor in all of the medical facilities and all of these things, that the aids, that all of these things that these NBA teams and players have available to them, if you talk about logistics, the ease of traveling, where they charter their own planes now for an entire season, it's laughable to say otherwise. So when Dominique was saying it is stupid, folks, it's stupid. Because JJ is acting like as if he has these eyeballs that no one else has. It's like, bro, we're all looking at the same information. We're all looking at it. And he's talking about, if you see Larry Bird come off a pin down and he's wide open, it means the pin down worked. It wouldn't have been successful had he not come off the pin down and he got an open shot, right? But that's what you're going to base your entire thing on whether or not it's a more physical game. Stop. Like, let's just stop. Let's stop the madness. So for him to say that, man, I thought it was a bad look. To when you have players disrespecting the players that paved the way for them in their sport, it's embarrassing. It reflects poorly on you.